Howdy, everybody. I recently received a text from Captain Tom asking if I had time to help crew a sailboat for a return trip from Port Aransas. Once I learned the name of the boat, I could not refuse. Robert, the owner, and I studied weather reports for a couple of days until we found a nice weather window. Then I hopped on a 40-minute flight from Houston to Corpus Christi and met Robert at the airport where he was returning his rental car. The boat? She is Third Wish, a stunning example of a caliber long-range cruiser. Third Wish sports a center cockpit with electric winches. She carries 277 gallons of diesel for her 75 horsepower engine that will push her 33,000 pounds through the water. She drafts just over 5 feet, and the boat is equipped with in-mast furling and 2 electric furling head sails. Robert and I grabbed an Uber, and after a brief provisioning stop, headed for the marina in Port Aransas. We arrived at the dock and laid out his parasail to make sure that all the lines were untangled before we left. He said the trip down was a bit of a ride, and he wanted to double-check its condition in case we got the opportunity to deploy it. Then we left the marina and made our way out to the Gulf. Once we were in the ship channel, Third Wish pushed through a 2-knot current coming in off the Gulf. The camera never does them justice, but you can kind of see the rollers hitting us on the beam. I got a lot of great instruction and advice from Robert as we put a lot of miles behind us. Sunsets in the Gulf of Mexico are rarely in short supply. This one turned the water into an iridescent metallic pink that I really wish I could have got a better shot of. Sailing at night always gives me some context to the story of the fishermen being stunned as Jesus walked on water up to their boat. Overnight, the winds died down and a fog settled in. The sails were furled and we motored towards Galveston Bay. Here one can see Robert and Camille's Starling dish. Christy and I have received ours, and we'll make a video on it once we get the frayed knot back into the water. Here you can see Robert making a small adjustment to the antenna to help increase his reception. With no sails up, there isn't much to counteract the swells that were parallel to the boat. Eventually, the skipper decided to duck into Freeport and motor the ICW. We didn't capture much footage from the inland waterway as traffic kept us on our toes pretty much the entire time. Third Wish motored past Tiki Island and under the I-45 bridge and through the Pelican Cut before turning into the Houston Ship Channel. That 2-knot current that was against us heading into the Gulf was now pushing us towards home. It took us a minute to identify this little party barge as we passed the Kemah boardwalk. Special thanks to Robert and Camille for giving me the opportunity to experience their incredible sailboat, and to Captain Tom as well for recommending me to them. It was a great experience and I learned a lot. As always, everybody, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. You know we love hearing from you. Till next time.